What is up, everybody? This is Jay with Prepared Citizens Training Group. Thank you so much for coming by. And if you like and think everyone needs a truck gun, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, because that's what we're going to talk about today. We'll talk about one of my favorites. This is the KelTec Sub 2000. One really cool thing about the KelTec Sub 2000 is probably, as you can tell, it folds. It's really cool. I think the overall length of this is 17.5 inches, which makes it super convenient to put in some bags and super convenient to stash under the seat or something in a vehicle. Now, keep in mind, you're also getting a 16 inch, you're getting a 16-inch barrel length with this. So you're getting a full rifle length, full length, right? And I'm not going to talk about the doodads I got on it yet. First, I'm just going to talk about some of the factory stuff on it, the way it comes, the way you're going to get it out of the box. And me being me, I don't like to review something unless I've had it for a little while. So with that being said, I now have a little over 1,000 rounds on this gun, and this is a Generation 2 Sub 2000. There's already a Generation 3 out now at the time of this review, so do with that what you will. But for all intents and purposes, this is the Gen 2. And just a quick disclaimer, no one sent me this gun. I paid for this gun with my hard-earned money. And I have not done any internal upgrades to this gun, not sights or anything, meaning I have not put any M-Carbo parts on this. And for the folks out there that's not familiar, M-Carbo is an aftermarket company that does excellent parts for KelTec Sub 2000s. They make some really cool stuff. But I wanted to do this review before I start doing any of that, because I know a lot of people probably ain't going to spend the time and money of changing out all the internals and springs and all that stuff. A lot of us just want to get them and enjoy it how it is, right? So, so with that being said, let's go over some of the basics with the KelTec Sub 2000. I'm going to try to get in frame here. So when this thing folds, the chamber is completely open. Here's the chamber right here. Okay, and the face of your bolt, I don't know if y'all be able to see it or not, but face of the bolt's back here. So I actually have a magazine in this, and you can fold it and unfold it with a magazine in it, which is neat. There's a little button back here. You just pull it back and lift up. Simple as that. What locks it is the trigger guard. See how that moves? And that's how you fold it back down. So to unfold it, you pull the little tab back here, right there. Pull that little tab backwards, lift it up, and you will see that trigger guard move when it locks into place. And then to fold it down, push the trigger guard down, fold it back. Simple as that. Now, I want to make sure everyone knows this going forward. If you've been shooting this, if you've put a round in the chamber of this, if you have loaded a round in the chamber, okay, unload the gun before you fold it. Meaning get that round out of the chamber, okay? Needs to have no rounds, nothing in there in the chamber when you fold it. Because if you do try to fold it with round in the chamber, it's going to pull on the extractor and all kinds of goofy stuff, and it could mess it up. Don't want to mess your bolt up. So make sure you have it unloaded when you go to fold it, okay? You can have a magazine in it, but no round needs to be in the chamber. Alright, let's talk about the bolt. How do we charge this thing? So here, the bolt, it's off to the right. See how it's off to the right? And you push it toward the center, it goes home. So you can see, that's how you work the bolt. Now this is a direct blowback system. It means it's just a bolt with a weight on it. And it's not very intuitive how you do it. It's a lot easier, in my opinion, when you're shooting it. Like I'm right-handed. When I'm shooting, I use my left hand to charge it. And just swing it out to the right to lock it. And while we're on that, this is not a bolt hold open system. Meaning when you fire the last round out of a magazine, it's not going to lock back. It's going to be up to you when you feel the click. Go ahead and drop that mag, go into a reload. And you can sort of, and it's kind of got an MP5 slap to it. You can slap the charging handle home. That always feels cool. Let's see, what else? So this one is the Glock 19/23 version, which means the grip is shorter on it. Why would I want a shorter grip on a rifle? Well, for me, that's pretty simple. I carry a Glock 19 as my everyday carry. And I carry spare mags to my Glock 19, so that means I got extra mags for my KelTec as well. So this is a pistol caliber carbine, as most of you have guessed by now. And I guess the philosophy, well, before I jump into that real quick, another part of the controls, it has the crossbolt safety, old school, and it works great. Okay, old crossbolt safety, nothing like it. So you got fire, that's safe. Okay, and it's pretty intuitive for right-handed shooters. When you're shooting, it's perfectly right here where your thumb can get to it and go off a safe when you quickly need to. So that's really nice. Okay, alright. So now, why would I want a pistol caliber carbine? Well, for me, ammunition. And I'm not saying this is the end-all be-all. This is just a gun that I have come across several years ago. I really like this thing. This thing has been so fun to shoot. It's fun for kids to shoot. My chicks love it. Very low recoil, and it's very maximum fun. Okay. And you can adjust the stock. Now the stock on this thing is not. You guys may. Somebody got him a new dirt bike for Christmas or something back there. The stock on this thing is not easy to adjust. You're not going to be doing this on the fly. So how I do it is that, I'm going to see if I can do it. This is going to be tough like this. I usually got a surface push down on. So see if I can do it. You guys going to have to bear with me. I got it on my leg right now. Alright, so this little bolt here, and see you got to push in that spring tension. And once you do that, then you can move the stock wherever, and you just put it, and you only got those 3 holes you can choose from. For me, I like it on all the way back. If I can find it. Okay, here we go. And you just got to push that bolt in all the way. Make sure it's even on both sides, and there you go. You're good to go. Stock is in place. But I like the ammunition consolidation. For me personally, this gun, it's super lightweight. It's not expensive to shoot. I can train with it a bunch. Accuracy. Guys, you got a 16-inch barrel, and it is threaded. I don't have anything on mine yet. Maybe one day I'll get me a suppressor or a silencer, whatever we call them nowadays. You definitely want to think about ammo, in my opinion, just because, you know, a lot of people, I can't tell you how many times I get people who's like, oh, I'm not going to shoot my AR because ammo is so high. Well, guys, get a pistol caliber carbine. These things, considering the price of other firearms, it's relatively cheap, and it's super, from my experience, this has been very dependable. I mentioned to you guys earlier I've had over 1,000 rounds through it, and I think I'm about 99% sure I've not had one malfunction out of this. I will tell you guys one thing. When you're, with my experience on the KelTec Sub 2000s, this is a Glock model, okay? Obviously. And I don't know about the other, I can't speak to the other one. The Glock models is all I've owned. Run factory Glock magazines. I have experienced malfunctions with aftermarket magazines, which I do not pin on the gun. I pin that on just kind of faulty magazines. Even the Magpul magazines that come with it, I have had much better luck with factory Glock magazines, okay? So that's something, a note to keep in mind. And guys, as far as the sights go, all the adjustment on the sights is on the front. This rear sight, you got this little plastic peep sight type thing, and it does not adjust in any way. Just when you fold the gun, you can see it just folds down with it. It all collapses. So all your adjustment is on the front sight. You see there, you got elevation up there, windage is back here. And with this one, the way it's come, I have shot my steel silhouette targets out to 100 yards, and this thing is dead on, guys. So I didn't even move it. I've not put it on paper. I'm just like, I can hear the steel, so I'm like, that's pretty good for a pistol caliber carbine. And that's been it for me. So there's that as far as accuracy. I know that's not whole much. We'll get out here and shoot it in a little bit. Actually, let's go ahead and shoot it. I'm going to run some steel case stuff through it, and then I'm going to run some brass case stuff just to show you guys. And today would be the day it probably jams if it's going to. But so far, literally over 1,000 rounds. I know 500 of those rounds have been the steel case, tool ammo or whatever. Never had a malfunction, as long as I'm using factory Glock mags. So let's get out here, throw a few rounds, and then we'll jump back and I'll tell you guys about what I got on it, and just kind of give you some closing thoughts on it if I think you should pick up one of these for yourself. Yeah, I'm just going to shoot at a couple of spots across the lake over there. And it's a huge embankment, by the way, but if I shoot kind of at a couple of spots on the edge of the water, that should be able to tell me where I'm hitting, if I'm hitting close. So we'll start with our first mag. What is that? It's going to be some brass. So brass ammo. See how it does. Oh yeah. Yeah guys, this thing's hitting close. This is super fun. It's, like I said, super low recoil. You don't have to, if someone's scared of recoil or anything like that, or even if it's too loud, compared to a normal rifle, like a full power rifle, this is not that big of a deal. So we'll get that out. Now let's try some steel case stuff, if I can get it out. There we go. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see. This is some of that leftover tool ammo, whatever it is. And yeah, if you go ahead and lock that bolt back, throw your mag in, sort of got like a cheap M&P5, the redneck M&P5 slap. Going hot. There we go. Last round. And the bolt does not hold open, so you just gotta wait on a click. Guys, super reliable, even with the cheap ammo. Definitely a good option in my opinion. Alright guys, there you have it. Super fun, super reliable, or it has been for me. I know you get mixed opinions on that kind of stuff, but for me personally, man, I have loved this thing, and it's just been a really sweet setup to keep with you in a vehicle, and it's very compact, and you still have a full-size fighting rifle. And don't forget, guys, the fun sticks for Glocks, the 33 round mags, work great in this. I actually didn't even bring any with me today, but so Glock 19 model runs a 15 round mags with the shorter grip, so I can run all my carry mags. If I had to pull, if I had went over to my long gun, wanted to pull my spare mag that I usually carry for my 19, if I needed to make a 100-yard shot, you know, with more ease, you can do it. Just because I can shoot 100 yards with my Glock 19, that's not easy. Having a butt stock, having a rifle set up, it becomes really easy, and you can do it really quick. So that's a pretty cool deal. I guess now, I think I've kind of hit on all the points that I like about this thing. I'll hit on some of my accessories I put on here and why. So first and foremost, I got this SOE bungee sling. I'm not one for single point slings, but I'm going to tell you guys, this is the best single point sling I've ever used in my life. I'd seen a few guys that had them on their rifles at the Tactical Response alumni weekends and stuff, guys that bring their setups. And I knew, I mean, this is a SOE food, but I already know SOE's like top of the line gear. But for me personally, slings on my ARs and whatnot, I've always been pretty simple. Just went with the Magpul ones because I've used them for so long. I know they work. And I know a bunch of people make good slings out there, but for me, I've just always used the Magpuls. But for this, the Magpul was kind of bulky. I'm like, man, I don't want, you know, the big fixtures and stuff hanging off of it. With this setup, I don't know if you guys can see it, just super simple. And I can unclip it. It's not a big deal, guys. Super convenient. And I can snap back into it with ease. No big deal. I got the bungee. And it works too. Fold it up. Like if I'm out walking or something, I could put this under a coat and keep it with me. Like if I'm walking in some backcountry or something and you want just a little bit more than your pistol, this ain't that uncomfortable, especially with the bungee. So that's what I do for a sling setup. Moving forward, it's hated and loved. This is a set mount. I got a rat's tourniquet in it just because one of the reasons I keep a truck gun or vehicle gun is because to have a little extra firepower, a little bit more capability in case something extremely stupid popped off and now I need to use this to defend my life or my family's. So, and for those of you that know, typically on a two-way range where rounds go both ways, chances of needing a tourniquet goes up exponentially. So always keep a tourniquet on you in some way. I've got one on me, I've got one here, and that's only 2 tourniquets, and I have 4 limbs, but 2's better than 1. So moving forward, the Magpul grip thing, this is not the angle grip, it just goes on the rail. I like that for this one. I mean, it just fits perfect. Nothing else is in the way. And then last but not least, a light. I think you should always have some kind of light set up to be able to shoot in the dark because you never know. This is a Enforce, one of the Haley strategic lights. I like his stuff. It's just a momentary on, and that's it. And I got it on one of his mounts, you can see there. So it kind of angles it. So it really angles it. Just kind of throws it right there where I need it. And I like that little switch there that keeps it from accidentally being activated. I think that's cool. But yeah, super easy to manipulate. if I need it, right? So I like that. And guys, that's it. That's all I've done to it so far. I am going to be tricking this thing out with some M-Carbo stuff probably either next month or July. I'm going to be doing the insides, all the aluminum feed ramp, the aluminum trigger guard, upgraded mag release, all that good stuff. So it's not that it needs it. I just like doing that stuff because it just, in my opinion, going from a polymer plastic blend to aluminum stuff, especially on certain components, it just makes the longevity of everything a little better. But this is a fine rifle the way it is. Like I said, guys, I've ran well over 1,000 rounds. I've not kept count. I know it's over 1,000. And you saw me just then shooting some cheap brass and cheap steel. I shot those just to show you that this will reliably feed it. So, guys, I have had nothing but good things to say about this thing. I hope I didn't miss anything. If there's any other questions about anything I missed, please drop it in the comments. Let me know. If you got one of these and you've liked it or disliked it, tell me why. I always like hearing about other people's opinions and their setups and all kind of stuff too. So, guys, that's it for me and this KelTec Sub 2000. I think having a truck gun is just an American right. I think it's a cool thing. I say, why not? I'd rather have one, not need it, than to need one and not have it. And this is just a super compact setup for me. Works on my standard Glock mags because I've already got a bunch of Glock mags. Takes the same mags. This thing has just been awesome for me. So guys, get out there, get you a truck gun, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Let me hear your thoughts. Please subscribe if you like this, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you on the next one. God bless, guys. Be an asset to everyone around you, not a liability. God bless.